LeBron James, the GOAT. At least that's what LeBron James is calling himself nowadays. After coming back down 3-1 to the Golden State Warriors, 73-9, might I add, LeBron James believes that alone made him the greatest basketball player to ever do it. As a matter of fact, LeBron James on his show Uninterrupted had these thoughts about the greatest of all time conversation. He said, "That one right there made me the greatest player of all time. That's what I felt. I was super ecstatic to win one for Cleveland because of the 52-year drought. Like, I was ecstatic. The day, the first wave of emotion was everyone saw me crying. That was all for 52 years of everything sports that had gone on in Cleveland. And after I stopped, I was like, that one made you the greatest player of all time." Everybody was talking about how they were the greatest team of all time, like they were the greatest team ever assembled. And for us to come back the way we came back in the fashion, I was like, you did something special. That was like one of the only times in my career I felt like, oh shit, you did something special. I haven't felt really had time to sit back and think, but that was a moment. Again, that was LeBron James on his show Uninterrupted. I think that bad boy might be premiering on ESPN soon, so make sure you check out LeBron James' show Uninterrupted with his friends Rich Paul and Mav Carter. I have some comments about LeBron James's comments that I think you guys might want to hear. It's probably not going to be the typical take that you can get elsewhere, but I do believe it's a very respectable take that I have on LeBron James. And y'all know I love King James on my platform. We talk about him a lot. I have nothing but the utmost respect. Hell, he's going to be playing in Atlanta on my birthday, February 12th. I'm going to see LeBron James play because I love watching greatness, and I'm also a Laker fan. So y'all know I got love for LeBron James. But I will keep it honest with you. I think LeBron has kind of become a little bit of delusional and a little bit crazy in regards to, I think he's addicted to social media. I think LeBron James is addicted to social media. All right? What do you mean by that, Taliaferro? First and foremost, I think social media has kind of affected all of us in a way, right? Last night, I was enjoying a New Year's Eve party. I uploaded a picture of me and my girlfriend and myself as well to bring in the new year, and I find myself checking my phone. I'm celebrating my new year with my girlfriend. I am checking my phone multiple times, like literally 2-3 times every 5 minutes. I'm checking my phone to make sure my picture is doing an adequate amount of likes. I don't want to be the guy that didn't do a decent amount of likes on New Year's. I'm just being honest with you guys right now. To a degree, social media has impacted me. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm immune from this. But I do believe that on a much larger scale, social media has impacted LeBron James. Speaking of that 2016 come from behind victory, down 3-1 to the Golden State Warriors, ever since that moment, I feel like LeBron James has changed his social media team and changed the approach to social media altogether. He takes it much more serious. The dude literally posts any artist that has a project coming out in the hip-hop community. As long as you're popular enough, LeBron is listening to you on his Insta story. He's giving you shout-outs. He's helping artists get their music careers off the ground. To me, part of the reason why LeBron does this is because I think he likes the power that it gives him, right? In the music space. A space that LeBron, he's not a part of that community in regards to, he's a basketball player. He's not a hip-hop historian like he called himself a couple months ago, right? Like, LeBron loves that power that music gives him. Okay, LeBron posts literally his achievements to everything now. Like, a lot of guys use social media, NBA players, we don't know them, so we don't talk about them. But most guys in the NBA, they're not posting their every accomplishment. Now, to be fair to LeBron, a lot of these guys don't have accomplishments to post like that. But every other night, LeBron's got something new he's telling you on his Instagram, his Twitter. He's addicted to that damn phone. And I think that happened like right after that 2016 championship. He felt like that championship in Cleveland solidified his career. And it was like that exhale moment, like, yo, now you can't tell me nothing. I'm not listening to any criticism y'all got for me. I went back to Cleveland after I left. I righted that wrong, and I won a championship for the land. Like, that's how I feel like LeBron James looked at it. And it feels like it took the weight off his shoulders, and now he feels comfortable in his own skin no matter what people think of him. And I think to a degree, social media has made this dude a tad bit delusional. LeBron, I got nothing but respect for you. I don't believe beating Golden State when you guys were down 3-1 made you the GOAT. You know what that tells me? Looking back in retrospect, because now look, though I know the Warriors didn't win 73 games last year or the year before that, we can all agree that if they focused, right, and then, you know, injuries are a factor. If the Warriors focused, they could probably go for that 73 games. They could probably win 75 games if they were all focused and healthy, because they added Kevin Durant after that, right? So you add Kevin Durant to that mix of a team that's already phenomenal and already great, and now I'm looking back in retrospect like, yo, this team is the greatest Warriors team assembled of all time, right? So looking back in retrospect, I look at it like, yo, LeBron James, all due respect to you, my brother, you probably should have never found yourself down 3-1 to that Golden State Warriors team to begin with. I'm looking at Draymond Green. I mean, we are watching Draymond Green literally physically break down in front of us. He is not the same player he was. Do I believe Kevin Love and Draymond Green are comparable players to each other? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Do I believe Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry are comparable players to each other? Yes, I do. I think a lot of nights, especially at that time back in 2016, a lot of nights, I believe Kyrie Irving gave it to Steph Curry. All right? And I do believe LeBron's a clear better player than Klay Thompson. And again, this is before Kevin Durant. So LeBron, looking back on it, be honest with you, I think that series with the Warriors should have never got to the point where you were down 3-1. Just being honest. So LeBron, no, I don't think you're the GOAT for beating the Golden State Warriors. It was a phenomenal accomplishment. But truth be told, if you think you're the greatest basketball player of all time, you probably should have never found yourself in a 3-1 deficit to begin with. I'm sorry, that don't make you the GOAT. And I'll take it a step further, right? Do I believe LeBron wakes up every morning thinking he's the best player to ever do it? Yes, I do. Am I mad at LeBron for thinking he's the greatest player of all time? No. Keep it a stack with you. To be that great, to wake up and, you know, dominate the game, to me, I don't see how you do it if you don't feel as if though you're the greatest of all time. I think you got to feel like you're the greatest doing it. At this point in the game, LeBron, you know, got to wake up for a Tuesday night game in Detroit in the middle of January. Obviously, this man thinks he's the greatest of all time. He believes it, right? He's starting to mentally believe. You can tell he's like at that stage of like where he's starting to believe the GOAT talk. Like, but to me, I think that's a conversation us as fans, us in the media, some of his counterparts in the NBA, I think they should be having those conversations right now. We should be having those combos. I ain't gonna lie, when I listened to him on Uninterrupted, I felt the way listening to LeBron call himself the GOAT. It just didn't feel right. Like, even watching his friends Mav Carter and Rich Paul next to him when he said it, they didn't even like just 100% agree with it. Like, it just came out the wrong way. It just didn't feel right. Like, yo, Brian, you might feel that way, but my guy, keep that to yourself. Like, did you have to come out and say, I felt like that made me the GOAT? To me, in my opinion, I think LeBron has gotten to the point now where you can't tell him anything. If you listen to LeBron talk now, he's become very arrogant. He's become very, gotta pound my own chest. I'm not waiting on anybody else to talk about my greatness. I'm gonna do it. And again, if I were as great as he is at my field for this long, maybe I'd be at this point too. But I think we're starting to see the change in LeBron James over the last 2 or 3 years. And I do believe that championship against Golden State had a lot to do with it. And I do believe the implement of social media in his life, as I feel like as high priority as it is in his life, like I do believe that's had a factor on LeBron James and impacted his mental. Like, I'm watching LeBron James at games with his kid, right? A couple weeks ago, it was a game with him watching his second child, the middle, Bryce. So Bryce was playing basketball, and you know, LeBron's mic'd up at these games. Like, he's mic'd up. Him and his son were mic'd up, right? Like, I'm not mad at LeBron for monetizing all platforms, but to me, LeBron knew, like, okay, camera's rolling. Let me go give them like this sound bite. So he goes into this spiel about, you know, you made 3 of the biggest plays in the game, just talking to his son. I'm just saying, I think LeBron James has changed his mental a little bit for social media, and I think he made that comment. I don't think obviously I think LeBron believes he's the greatest, but I think he made that comment, him saying it, for social media, for the clickbait, for the headlines. And I think that's where I kind of lose LeBron a little bit over the last couple years. to me, he's allowed social media to enter his mental to a point where he can't turn it off anymore. He can't turn it off. What y'all think, though? Y'all talk to me in the comment box below. I thank y'all so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. What y'all think? LeBron James, on his show, I might have said Undisputed earlier. It's Uninterrupted, right? LeBron's show that he has. He does as often as he can. He says he's the greatest of all time. He felt like beating the Golden State Warriors when he was down 3-1, right? He said that comeback win over a 73-9 led team made him better than Kobe, made him better than Steph, Kevin Durant, made him better than Oscar, Magic, Kareem, Michael Jordan even. He said that right there made him the greatest of all time. Okay, there's a guy by the name of Kyrie Irving who he might say he helped in that championship a little bit, all right? What y'all think? I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO'S. Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.